Okay, now that I've put more M&Ms back into the bins and took off the top, here is pretty much how the inside works. So, once again, you put in the nickel and push the lever. Now the reason how this works is that the nickel catches the top of this piece. And so this piece sticking out right here nips the top of the nickel and pushes it like that. Now if I were to use a penny, penny's a little too small, and this is all sliding on flat pieces, but the penny's a little bit too small and slides right underneath of it. So it doesn't work like that. Same applies for the other one, but I'll show you that one just in case. So, but on this one there's a little different thing. There's a ramp here. It's leading to this. And so if I put a nickel in, and it's in there right now, not sure if you can see that, but I'll zoom in. Yeah, you're most likely not going to be able to see that. But it is right down that crack. So when I push the lever again, it's just hardly nipping it. You can't really tell because I used a black piece there, but it is just nipping it. And I push. Now I'll show you what happens with a penny. So, I put the penny in. The top isn't on, so it doesn't work exactly as well. But if the top was on, it'd put a little bit more pressure and lift it up a little bit. So I push, and notice that this piece isn't moving. It's just like this part. I'll explain that in a second. So notice that didn't move. And now that the money has went in there, that's how that part works. Now you're probably wondering, how do I get these pieces to move without, let me zoom out again, without, well, how do I get to move the lever without making these pieces move to dump the candy? This one moves a little bit, but it won't dump the candy, just to let you know. So if I were to take these pieces out and look inside, you'll notice that I have pretty much two pieces right here. Let me try again a little. Okay. I have these two pieces, and this one right here, and this one right here. And they can move, like so. But the reason is, they're just connected by a simple piece right there. So, that just makes it move, it's connected, and it's all in smooth pieces, so that does not interfere with this. So, with that said and done, how do I get the money from over here, like when it comes down, all the way over here? Pretty much how that works is that I have a slanted ramp, and I can't really show you that because I'd have to go completely underneath and destroy the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is just explain it using a couple other pieces. And so what I've pretty much done is I got a piece like this, and I got it so that way it would be able to stick like that with some ticky-tack or some glue or whatever. And so I put it like that, and then I did that all the way down, and then I put these pieces on a slanted piece, so it's just slanted a little bit. And I put one on the ground like that, and it just slides right down it, down to the bottom. Another thing is, how does my guard work? I forget if I showed you this in the beginning, but if I try putting in candy, I don't need this in, I mean not candy, money. Here's the slot down here. So if I try putting in, well, I can put in money now, but if I just push this over like that and try putting in money, the money will not be accepted. Notice I'm pushing it in. That is because I have designed this mechanism to, hold on, right here, this red piece, and I think it's the red piece. No, it's not that red piece. It's actually underneath this, and I'll try, here, hold on a second, I gotta rip something out. Okay. It's right there. This piece right here. And when I push this, it pushes against another brick and pushes that across. So, I just did that, and when you push it, notice that this red piece is now blocking. Dang, you can't see that. Now blocking both these slots. Let me zoom in on that. This red piece is blocking those slots. And when I did the example, it broke. Now you can freely slide a coin in either of these slots and push. And okay, so that is the machine. How I got that lock to work down here is something else. So I'm going to change views and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've changed views and removed a couple pieces, here's what the little locking mechanism for the candy does, or whatever. Well, the coins. So as you see, there's this there's a shadow, I'm sorry. There's that darker gray piece right at the tip of my pinky. And what that piece does is the piece that I use my finger to move to open up that piece on the side. And that gray, the lighter piece, is that piece I stuck in there. So I don't have my key right now, but all I'm going to do is I just pop that gray piece out. Notice it isn't there anymore. And I just slide that gray piece, the dark gray piece, with my finger. Now it can't come out because the locking piece is longer than as far as it goes back. So I just move this forward with my finger and back. And that unlocks and locks it. Simple as that. That's about it. So this concludes my presentation, or whatever you want to call it, on my Lego candy machine. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any recommendations or anything I can change for this, I will gladly accommodate myself to help change it. So thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.